Hello, I'm back with another review, and this time I'm like super excited about it. And so these are the Karinmarkers. Here you can see the name. I've been wanting to buy these markers for a really long time, starting from last summer or something. They were nice enough to send me 26 of their brush markers. Well, 27, but one of them is the blending one. And 10 Metallic DecoBrushes. So they're basically, the difference is that the brush marker pros, they're like regular brush markers, like water-based brush markers, but the deco brush ones have metallic ink. Like you need to shake it up before you use it to mix the metallic parts with the ink. These can be used on black and white paper, and I think both can be used on like multiple mediums like paper, glass, stuff like that. So inside they're really nicely arranged, and it comes with a little booklet that shows you like the different blending methods. So you can use it with a blender, you can touch the tips together and stuff like that. So lots of ways to use them. The difference with these is that the ink is liquid, like this inside. I don't know if you can see. Can you see the air bubble? So you can see it's liquid inside, so you can use up the whole thing. And they have milliliters on the side. And these are Polish, I believe. So I'm gonna swatch them, and I already know, I don't know, but I'm pretty sure I'm gonna like them because I've been following them on Instagram for a really long time. They're really cool. So I'll do swatches in my bullet journal. I'll just write the color, the name of the color. So just from the first word, the nibs are pretty big, about the same size as Tombows. Here, let's compare. So they're about the same size. The hardness is about the same. Maybe they're a little bit harder, but they're really bouncy. So you can see I can get like the thin upstrokes, which is nice. Yeah, I already like them. And also in total, the Karin line, they have 108 markers, I believe. And as you can see, since they have the liquid ink, they're really juicy. Oh, skin one. Okay, so this is the finished swatch of the 26 brush marker pros I have. There's a little bit of ghosting, but that could be like, this paper is pretty good because it doesn't let my Tombows ghost through. It just shows like how juicy these markers are. They do recommend actually that you use watercolor paper, but it's okay, it doesn't really bother me, like it's fine. I just won't post this one spread. I really like the colors. Like I was saying before, the nibs are really bouncy, which is nice. It's what I prefer anyways. So now I'm going to swatch the metallic ones. And there's like a little foamy thingy. And here they tell you like how to store them, and then they tell you like you should shake it to make sure that the metallic parts and the ink are all mixed together. And you can hear the sound of like the metallic part inside. Okay, so this is the finished swatch of the metallic markers, and wow, I really like them. Like, they're all so shiny and shimmery and metallic-y. Look how shiny it is. It's so pretty. Oh, you can't tell if these bleed through because there's another paper on the back. I think they look okay. Definitely probably because they're metallic, so the paper like doesn't absorb it as much, and they dry pretty fast. Like if I touch it now, they're all dry, see? So as you can see, like some of these have numbers like 1, 3, so they have a really wide range, and they just came out with neon markers as well. The biggest box is 72 colors, and at least for me, it's showing at $140 US dollars. And then they have 60 colors for 118, which is what I saw before. So they added 12 neon colors. And then the box that I was sent with 26 colors, it's $50, and the 10 metallic brush pens is $27. And then they have like a couple like small sets, like just color families, kind of like what Tombow does with their like 10 markers and stuff like that. You can like just check their website. I think they're about the same price as Tombow's, and definitely the quality is really good. The colors are very vibrant, and I like the bouncy tip. I'm gonna try blending just a little bit in this space here just to show you guys. I'll just let her like hello or something. So this is how I usually blend with my Tombows, where I just layer one on top of the other. It looks okay. Let me try that other method that they mentioned, where if you put it down on plastic, you can like pick it up. So let me try this. I'll lay down the darker color here and then pick it up with the lighter color, which by the way, you can do this with Tombows as well. I just don't do it. And yeah, this definitely works a lot better. Definitely helps. And then the other technique they mentioned was touching the tips to each other. So put the dark one on top because the bottom one will absorb the color for a little bit. You can see the tip became darker. And then let's put this on this H here. Yeah, so it gives that gradient. So once again, make the tip a little bit the different color, and then so you see this top part is darker because it's releasing the darker ink first. Definitely try picking it up like using a plastic palette or something. The other thing they mentioned was you can use the colorless blender here. Let me try that. So if I lay a little bit of that down, they also recommend using watercolor paper so like it doesn't absorb the ink as fast. Let me get some watercolor paper and like show the true like blending capabilities. Okay, this isn't watercolor paper, but it's a sketchbook I have, and it's mixed media, so it's thick enough to take watercolor. Let's try this again. Can I do, let's do like this, and then see if I can drag it down. Oh yeah, now that definitely, here you can see it's still wet, so it can drag the color down really far. And then if I take the blender here, I can thin it out even more. So now I have this nice gradient going from the gold to the canary yellow to like really thin transparent yellow. Watercolor or like thicker paper that doesn't absorb ink as much works really well. Now let me try like layering it, see how that works, since now this paper seems to work better. Yeah, so this also works, but this is more of a blending than like this kind of gradient. You can re-moisten the ink and like blend it out and do stuff with it. So here you can see I can blend out that gold color I put down earlier, or here this yellow, and even this area down here. So you can use these for watercolor as well. Let's say I drew a leaf. Here's a little leaf. This darker green, and put it up here, and then I wanted to middle green over here, and then the lightest green here. And as you can see, I'm just doing blocks, I'm not blending it at all. Use the water brush pen, and you can blend them together because they work just like watercolor paints, basically. So if you're familiar with like watercolor pencils, then these are like watercolor markers. So that's like another reason why I really wanted to try these, because I was like, oh, that's so cool. I really like them. I'm definitely gonna have to experiment more. Check my Instagram, follow me there, and you'll definitely see more comments as I get more used to them. So thanks for watching. Check out their Instagram because they repost like really cool lettering videos, and yeah, I'm a big fan.